Oh, good morning, everybody. Hello, I think I'm live on both. Good morning, good morning. I hope you are all really, really well. If this is the first time that you are checking out a video and you've just stumbled across it, then welcome. My name is Becky Bagnall and we are doing a flexibility challenge. So this is Bend Don't Break with Becky, and we're doing 14 days of stretching and strengthening for all different areas in our body, every single day, to improve our flexibility, to improve and maintain. So it's very much focused on strengthening as well as stretching. We've been doing things like splits and back bends and shoulders, things like this. So if this is the first one you've seen, welcome. It's lovely having you. If you are new to this and you think, oh, actually, I wouldn't mind doing the previous days as well, let me know. Just pop your email in a message to me, like private message me, and I can add you the link. And you can get all of them, and they're there for you to just do in your own pace. So if you're working through this with me, amazing, and you're doing it every day, that's brilliant. If you are jumping in here and there, that's also totally cool. So don't feel any pressure to have to do it every single day. I mean, it'd be great if you could, but if you're like, oh my god, I'm absolutely exhausted, I've been at work all day and then this and then this, if you can squeeze it in, great, because sometimes it makes you feel really good and you can kind of relax a little bit more into it. But if it's starting to feel overwhelming, please, this is to enjoy it. It's something to help you, not hinder you. So no worries if you don't do it every single day and you carry on past the 14 days. This is your journey and it's very much a process, not an event. So it's something that we can work towards, and it's driving a bit of momentum so that we can get it to grips, because this was one of my New Year's resolutions. So without further ado, let's get crack-a-lacking. Make sure you keep hydrated. I've got my cup of tea here, so I'm just going to pop this on the side. Today we are doing shoulders and back bends. So all in the shoulders, a little bit of chest, and across the top of our back and into our lower back, to do a little bit more of our back bends as well. Let's get started. Let me just have a reshuffle here. Make sure you keep it nice and warm. Whack the heating up, whack some layers on, keep yourself hydrated. I think you can see there. Lovely. Okay, so we are starting on our knees or in a comfortable position, and my hands are going to go either side of me, and we're going to lift our gaze up to the sky and take it back down again. And this is just to get a bit more mobility in our shoulders, just reaching up and then looking down. And you should feel like a little bit of warmth in your back just as it starts to move around a little bit more. This time, squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back, and then round them over, and then open it up, and round it over, getting progressively bigger with the movement, squeezing the shoulder blades, rounding the shoulder blades, opening the chest up, rounding it over. Good. One more. Take it all the way, and love. Take yourself back up to a seated position. From here, I want you to feel like you're pushing down on like two boxes, and take your ear over to your shoulder, reach that hand, and just place your hand on the top. You don't need to push down with your hand, just placing it, resting it on top, just adds a bit of pressure that can just intensify the stretch. If you want to stretch deeper, then push away with this opposite hand. Lovely. Lift the hand, take your nose to nipple, and place the hand back on. Lovely. Lifting it up. Take the head up and swap it over to the other side. Lifting the hands, just place it back on. And again, you can push away with this opposite hand. And then lift the hand, nose to nipple, and place it back on. Lovely. Lifting it up. Head goes straight down, interlink the fingers, and just place the hands on top. Again, you don't need to push down, just the weight of your hands is enough. It applies a bit of pressure that eases any tension in the back of the neck. And you can turn your head from side to side, whatever kind of feels good in this position. Lovely. And then take it back up. Good. I'm going to take myself into standing from here. In fact, let me just double camera. Sorry, team. Da, 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 da. Can you see okay? I think so. Lovely. So from here, nice soft knees. Let me just wipe my leggings. I've got loads of layers on, so I'm starting to get warm already. Nice soft knees. And we're just going to roll the shoulders round. Rolling them out. Just moving the shoulders. I want you to take it a little bit bigger and lead with the elbows like you're backwards swimming. Lovely. And then just the shoulders rolling forwards. Good. This kind of feels a bit weird, but try and get as big a movement as possible. Lovely. And then take it a little bit bigger. Forward swimming. Beautiful. Taking the arms up nice and high. Or you take one arm forward and one arm back. If this is the first time you're doing this, this will feel really weird, like your arms don't want to do what they're told. Just take your time, take it nice and slowly. I like to think of it as a clock, so I've got 12 o'clock, arms go to 3 and 9, arms go to 6 and 6, 3 and 9, back up. So it really just, if you get used to it, you can do a little bit faster. Take it back up to the top and then change direction. Just really focusing on that movement of the shoulders. How does it feel? Lovely. Okay, and then rest it out. From here, it's nice soft knees. We're just going to wrap ourselves round from one side to the other. And we'll just have a little bit of movement in the back, feeling a bit more of a twist. Just warming up the back up a little bit more. Nice floppy hands. Just drooping yourself from one side to the other. Nice and easy going. Lovely. And facing it to the front. Put your shoulders up to your ears and really pushing them down. Lifting it up, pushing it down. Lifting it up, pushing it down. Lovely. Okay, so I want us to start with I'm going to get back onto my knees. So I don't need to use one. It's just on my upper body at the moment. So I want to take one arm over and just give it a pull in. Now from here, I'm going to be stretching all across this top of my deltoid. So you know the one that bump at the top of your arm, that's what we're stretching here. You want to pull your arm in, keeping your arm nice and straight. Now I don't want you to, you can hold it on the upper arm or on the lower, just not on the elbow. I'm going to hold it here. Lovely. From here, I want you to twist your hand round. You might want to loosen and then re-pull in. So your little finger's facing the ceiling and pulling a little bit more. And you might feel that the stretch comes down deeper into the arm. And it's just where the deltoid, if we're getting all technical, it's where your deltoid muscle reaches your humerus bone. So it just stretches in a slightly different area. If you've not used this muscle and it doesn't need to stretch, it won't hurt. Well, not hurt's the wrong word, but you won't feel that tension kind of releasing. If you have used it, you will feel it and you'll be like, oh, that's really nice. It's a really nice one when you need it. Lovely. From here, when you take that hand onto your shoulder and give your lift up your arm. From here, you can just give it a little push up. If you want to have a deeper stretch, you can take your other hand over the top and hold on to your elbow. If you want to have a deeper stretch still, take your hand behind your head, push your head back into it. Now, you notice I've done this whilst I'm on my knees, and this just means that it keeps my back nice and straight. Loads of people arch their back when in this position. Just try and keep your hips nice and neutral, and I find it's easier to do that when you're on your knees or sitting down. It just makes it easier. And you can reach all the way around and see if you can reach onto your fingers or hold on and give it a pull down. I personally don't find that stretches it much more for me, but I find the head pushing back into it will really stretch it out a little bit more. And take it down. Take the other arm over and give it a pull in. Remember, we've got a nice straight arm and we're just pulling it in towards us and we'll feel a stretch all across the top. Lovely. And then we're going to turn it round, little finger to the sky and pull it back again. Pull it back in again. Now I can tell I've not used I've not used my left arm as much as I've used my right, so this doesn't hurt as much on this side. Not hurt, it's the wrong word, but it's that kind of, I don't know whether it's tension, but that kind of, it's just a stretch, that feeling of your muscles really stretching. Lovely. Hand goes on shoulder and give it a pull up. Lovely. And again, you can take it over for a deeper stretch or you can take it behind your head, push your head back into it. Just be conscious that you're keeping your tummy nice and tight so that your pelvis doesn't arch you back. So you want to keep a nice neutral pelvis. Lovely. Okay, from here, I'm going to go on all fours. So let me just have a little reshuffle of camera angles so you can see. Okay. Okay, lovely. Okay, so from here, we're on all fours. Just make sure your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And what I want you to do is lift one hand off and take your ear to the floor. And we're going to scoop the arm through. So take the ear to the floor, scooping the arm through. And you want you to feel like you're pushing your arm away from you. You should feel a stretch all across the top of your shoulder and around. So really pushing it in from here, pushing it into the floor, stretching it out, and you should feel a stretch all along the side of the shoulder blade. I just love this stretch. Pushing it into the floor. And we're going to push this arm into the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take it all the way back up. I want you to open it all the way out. You should feel a stretch a little bit on the inside of your, like on the top of your chest, taking it all the way up and over. And we're going to take it back down again, scooping under, ear to the floor, shoulder on the floor, and pushing that shoulder into the floor, pushing it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Take it back up and open. And last time, taking it back down, taking it through, and pushing the shoulder down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Take it all the way. I really love that stretch. I find it just hits just such a nice spot. Put that hand down. We're going to scoop the other hand under. Take the ear to the floor. Just find your positioning first, and then we're going to push the shoulder into the floor. So I'm pushing my shoulder in, pushing it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Reach it back up. Reach it all the way. Try and get yourself to look up to the sky. If it hurts your neck, by the way, to look up, just keep your gaze down and reach up as high as you can. Taking it back through, pushing it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back up, opening it out, and take it back down. Last one, pushing it down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Take it back up. Good. Nice. Hopefully you should start feeling a little bit more loosey from there. Loosey-goosey. Let me think while we're on the floor. Now I'm going to do my next exercise. I'm just going to take a layer off because I'm actually getting really sweaty. You're getting used to my sweat habits now. Right, I'm going to tilt you guys round because I want my mantelpiece. And we're going to do another stretch in our shoulders. But using something, I mean, I use a mantelpiece just because it's here and it's quite a convenient shape and size. Just make sure you don't kick anything on the floor. Here's my coffee, I'll have a little slip. Keep hydrated and all that. I find this is a nice height, or anything hip height, that's really nice as well. So if you've got a shelf that you can lean on, or the top of your sofa maybe, they're normally quite a good height. That can be really good kind of positioning for you. So we're going to pop our hands on the shoulder, onto your side of some form, and then we're going to step ourselves back. And what I want you to do is just feel like you're pushing your armpits into the ground. So you're just pushing through your armpits, pushing through, and then relax it up and take it back up. So we're just pushing down. I take it to about 70% maximum. Okay, we're going to go again, pushing it through and breathing into it. Nice soft knees, you can bend the knees and straighten it back up. Good. This time I want you to go to about 80%, so you're going a little bit deeper. So we're going to push it down, taking it down. Good. Big deep breath in. Exhale. Take it back up. Lovely. From here, I want you to hold onto your shoulder. So one hand comes round, holds onto the top of that shoulder, and it just helps it from rotating out. You want to keep it pulled in, so it just hits the right spot. So you take yourself back. Again, nice soft knees, and we're going to push down it. So it's just going to be focusing on one shoulder. Pushing it down. Holding it there. Big deep breath in. Exhale out. Big deep breath in. Exhale out. Lovely. Taking it back up. Drop it over to the other side. And again, I'm just going to put my hand on my shoulder, and this just helps it from not rolling outwards. So keeping my armpit down to the floor, hand goes on, holding the shoulder in, soft knees, and pushing it through, holding it there. Big deep breath in, exhale out, big deep breath in, exhale out. Lovely, that's one. Really nice, lovely. Taking it back up. From here, I'm going to go back onto the floor. I feel nice and loose in the shoulders already. I'm sorry about this rearranging all the time. If any of you guys have got any ideas of how to do this better, please do let me know. Okay, so from here, I want us to lie ourselves down. Ooh, and we're going to do some of our back strengthening. I want you to keep your hips on the floor, and I want you to squeeze your butt and push your hips into the floor so that your legs stay close to the floor. So it's tempting to lift them up. I want you to try and keep them on the floor. From here, you've got a few options. You can either keep your hands either side in like a cactus kind of position. You can put your hands on your temples. That's really popular. Or you can take them out in front of you. If you take them out in front, that's going to be the hardest and most challenging. Sorry, Instagram, you can't see what I'm doing. Arms out in the front. So what I want us to do is I want us to lift ourselves up and take it back down. I'm going to go on my temples. Lifting it back up and taking it back down. One more time, lifting it up, taking it back down. Good. Now this time when we're going to do it, I want you to hold it. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and I want you to squeeze your butt as much as you've ever squeezed it in your entire life. So you know I say don't ever go maximum. That's when we're doing stretches. Don't go maximum. I never go maximum in my stretches. But when it comes to strengthening, you can go hardcore. So I want you to squeeze your butt 100%, like you can't squeeze it any more. I want you to feel like it's going to ache tomorrow. Okay, that's your aim. So we're going to squeeze that butt. Are we ready? Holding it up. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Squeeze the butt. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3. Squeeze, squeeze. 2, 1. And relax. Good. We're going to hold it again. Lifting it up. And let's go. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. One more time. Have a little moment here. Squeeze your butt again. Use your butt to lift you up. Butt and your back muscles. Squeezing the butt. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, and lift. 4, 5, 4. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2, 1, and relax. Good. Nice work, guys. As a bit of a challenge, because we're on a challenge already, but is it more than a challenge? What I want you to do is either have your hands here or out in front, and I want you to, just using your back muscles, see how high you can get up. You can take your arms out to the side. Ooh. I want you to see how high you can get up. I did it once upon a time when I got super bendy and I was loving it. I managed to get all the way back. But that's what I want you to try. And we're going to try it now, and we're going to hold it for 5 seconds as high, in fact, 5 seconds is a long time. 3 seconds as high as we can hold it. So I'm going to take the hands out to the side. Are we ready? Lifting it up as high as you can, as high as you can. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Really nice, guys. So that will be just your back squeezing your butt, and that's what's going to be increasing the flexibility. And we've not even done the stretch on it. It's just all muscle. So when it comes to back bends, a huge amount of it is strength and butt squeezing. So from here, I want you to put your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes down, push yourself up, and then push your butt into the air, and we're going to take it into the classic downward dog position. Now, when we're in our downward dog, I'm going to do this sideways so you can see this nice and easily. Make sure you've got a nice firm grip on your hands, and I want you to feel like you're pushing your armpits through. So we're really pushing your armpits through. Your aim when you're in downward dog is for your heels to the floor, butt into the air, and pushing the armpits through. So there's contradictions. It always feels like there's something to move in. You're always trying to push your hips further, push your butt up higher, push your shoulders further. But because I'm really focusing on our upper back today, I'm less bothered about my hamstrings, so I can bend my knees, or maybe you want to walk it out, whatever kind of feels good. But I bend my knees so that I can really focus just on my back. Otherwise, I kind of get distracted with all the other things. So I'm just going to soften my knees and push through with my shoulders. Lovely. Taking it back over, just relaxing. And then we're going to take it back over again, pushing through the armpits, really pushing through. And if you want to intensify this stretch even more, you can take it down into your forearms. So when you do your forearms, take your hands in line with your elbows, or I find that when I first started doing this, I push my thumbs together. I find that really helpful. Or if you've got a yoga block, put your yoga block in between your hands, and it's kind of something to push your hands against. And then we push our legs back up again and push through. And this will really intensify that stretch. You might be feeling like, I don't even need that much, in which case, taking it back into a downward dog, whichever you prefer. I think I'm preferring downward dog today. Lovely. Okay, take it back. Good. I'm going to go back up. I do things in up and down for a reason, but I do realise it's a bit frustrating with the camera angles. Okay, cool. In fact, I'll go a little bit higher. So we did this exercise on day whatever it was when we did backs before. Can you see that okay? Yeah. So this is where our elbows are going to go onto our side. So whether it's the top of your sofa, whether you've got a chair, or like me, you've got a handy size mantelpiece, I want you to put our hands together. And you're going to spread your fingers and reaching them out. You can push your hands against one another. And from here, we're going to step ourselves back, and I want you to pop your head through and push down into your armpits. Now, this is a really, really intense stretch, so take your time with it. If you feel like you're about here and it's feeling really tight, then that's absolutely fine. You're pushing to about 70, 80% of your maximum at this point. It will feel really tight, but I find this one's really good at just getting all the right places. Nice soft knees. We're going to take a big deep breath in. Exhale out. Big deep breath in. Exhale out. One more. Big deep breath in. Exhale it out. Good. And then gently taking it back up. Try not to hit your head. I'm a bit worried about hitting my head. Good. Really nice. And you can do that again if you want to have an extra bash of that one, extra go a bit. The last thing I want us to do is we're going to take our arms over, and I want you to cross them at your elbows. From here, bend the arms, and then see if you can twist them around again, all interlocked, and pop your hands together. Now, it might be that you're like, I'm about here, Beck. That's cool. I want you to take as much as you can, or put the backs of your palms together, but I find it's best when you can wrap it round. Keep wrapping it, it will get easier. As with all of these stretches, it will get easier the more often you do it. Now, from here, I want you to take your arms out as far as possible away from your body, and I want you to lift them up so they're inside with your shoulders, in line with your shoulders, so elbows in line with shoulders, and it will just really separate your shoulder blades. I'm actually going to show you this from the back, so hopefully you can kind of see where my shoulder blades separate. So I'm going to lift it, but the hair gets out right, lift it up, and it separates my shoulder blades. So it's really stretching the one that's at the top, the elbow that's at the top. We'll stretch the other one as well, but it's really intense on the one that's at the top. Lovely. So we're holding it here. Big deep breath in. Exhale out. Lovely. And relax. Take it. Unravel. Take the other hand on top. Bringing it back round. And from here, breathing it up. Taking your elbows in line with your shoulders. Big deep breath in. Exhale it out. Big deep breath in. Exhale out. One more. Exhale out. And relax. I just find that it just stretches all along the edge of that shoulder blade, and it just feels brilliant. I feel nice and loosey-goosey on my shoulders now. It feels really, really good. I was going to do some back bends I think I will actually. How am I doing for time? Okay, well, this will only take a minute. I want you to try and find a wall. Now, I don't have a wall, but I have some doors, and they will do just fine. So, in fact, let me just have a reshuffle. That should get there. Ooh. Okay, and what I want you to do is stand next to your wall, and I want you to, let me just, sorry, I just need to put my leggings up. Scoochy scooch, there we go. I want you to reach your hands up as high as you can, and I want you to look up to the ceiling. Now, when we're here, I want you to soften your knees, and if you get really far deep into this stretch, lift your ankles off the floor, and it just helps protect that lower back. And I really, really cannot emphasize enough that your knees want to go out, and you want to squeeze your butt. Squeezing your butt as much as possible. Okay? That's an important one. So, reaching myself up. My gaze goes up. Push my hips forward, squeeze my butt, and I want us to lean back and see if we can reach the wall. Okay? From here, you're just going to walk your hands down, walk, 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 and then take it back up again. Take it all the way over. Breathe in, breathe out. Take it all the way back up. Hips forward, squeeze the butt, gaze goes up, reaching it over, find the wall. Walk yourself down, see if you can get a little bit further. Walk yourself back up, squeezing the butt as you go, rolling it over, and taking it up. One more time, take it all the way as far as you can go, walking it down, squeezing the butt. If you get to the floor, great. Pick up your heels, and then take it back up. Difficult to talk doing that at the same time. So I want you to do 3 and try and get progressively further when doing your back bends. Down the wall, nice and easy, but like gently walking down. It's easy is the wrong word to use. Really, really focus on squeezing your butt muscles to make sure it's protecting your lower back, and lifting your heels. If you get any kind of ache in your lower back, stop. Don't continue any further. Go back to the strengthening where we lifted ourselves up, okay? Because there'll be easier ways to get into the bridge that will protect your lower back more. Right, lovely people, have a fabulous day. And for those of you who are worrying that you're not catching up quickly enough, or you're not doing the same days as the rest of the people, we're all on our own journey. We've all got crazy lifestyles. I know that you guys are super busy. Now, they're here for you, and they will remain on YouTube, on Facebook, on the World Wide Web forever. So there's no rush. You can just pick them up whenever is right for you, and you can just be like, oh, I'm on day 6 now, and we might be on day 14, and that's totally cool. So please don't put any pressure on yourself to do it in a certain time. They're always there for you to just fit them around your lifestyle. So yeah, enjoy it, ease the stress. It's all good. You don't need to be on the same day as me. It's all good. I've got a few of you messaging going, oh, I'm not on the same day. Don't worry, it's all cool, it's fine. They're there for you when you need them. Have a lovely day, guys, and let me know how you get on. If you would like to tag or share, that would be absolutely fabulous. It's just really nice when you see it. I just feel like it raises good vibes when you see other people's progress and their work and their commitment and their love and time and energy that they put into it. I just think it just gives such a lovely vibe, and it helps others think, I want to do that as well. And I just think it just really lifts everything up. So thank you so much to those of you who are sending me your pics. They are just perfect, especially when I've seen the progress that you guys are making already, and we're only on day 8. Like, that's incredible. Like, it's really, really, really good to see. So yeah, keep them coming. That's really nice. If you do anything, post anything online, please do tag me so I can see it. And it's Bend Don't Break with Becky, and then we can all celebrate and whoop whoop your success together. Guys, have a fabulous day. I will catch up with you all tomorrow. See you soon.